basically, I was gonna do a whole video, and I've recorded it a few times, where basically I'm like, how did you like the demo album? What can you do? Like, what do you think I can do to make it better? What do you think I could do to make it worse? But I was like, recorded it enough times, I didn't really like it. So it is how it is. It's been about a month, maybe 5 weeks since I've uploaded a video, except for like the shorts video, but I don't count those. But yeah, so sort of just got to get back into recording. A lot of stuff happened. I didn't mean to like take a long break or anything, but it just sort of is how it is. Life happens. Let's see. I've decided to, record videos, so I gotta start recording them again more often, just based off the circumstances that I'm sort of living in right now. Can't really like record them that often. But yeah, that's sort of just an update on that. Now let's get into really what this video is gonna be about. It's basically just another combo. I know the last one wasn't really popular. I just sort of do what I want to do. And honestly, just sort of, I turned on the camera. It's not very planned out right now. Just because I'm like, dang, I gotta do it. But it's hot. It's hot. It's Texas. It's hot. But yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, sort of like not a convo like the last one where it was more planned out. This is just sort of me talking and being like, hey, this is just sort of, video to upload to like get back into the formation. I'll probably record another video and another one, and those will probably be more planned out. But yeah, it's sort of like, I don't know, I'll just talk. I guess I'll speak about my book that I'm writing, which I think I keep snapping for some reason, but I think I put it in the description of my channel. But basically I've been writing a book series, things like that. It's sort of been going semi-fast. If I did end up finishing, editing and making sure it's all good and up, then I'll probably just put it out on like, I don't know, eBay, or like if people ask for it, or put it up on like Webtoon or something, I don't know. But it's basically just a fantasy story, just being like, there's this kid named Iculum, which is basically why I changed the name of my channel, which I've changed like 3 times, into Iculum, just because I was like, I'll probably most likely upload me reading chapters on this channel. And so of course that's like far into the future, but that is like how it is. And I've actually been speaking back and forth with some people here on campus. They're like, hey, what do you think about how this is? Anything I can improve? Anything that I can make better? Anything that you think you like? And mostly it's been positive things. There's some parts they're like, oh, this could be a little bit more improved on. I'm like, yeah. So like right now I'm working on the name for energy, because like energy is such a vast word, right? Like it's ergon, which is like in system. Like it's basically just like, this is what's inside the system. This is how many molecules, this is inside the system. There's 4 types of energy, heat, light, sound, and automotive. I think automotive. And I actually didn't study that. I had to study that because I know HVAC. So like that's sort of important, right? Because you got like inductive systems, you got pump systems, or compressive systems, and then you got combustive systems, and like those use different forms, right? Because each of those energies can work with each other, right? Like energy, like what's heat in general? Heat is just a bunch of molecules together moving faster. Heat is also relative, right? Or no, cold is relative. Heat can also sort of be relative, but it's like, you're always gonna have heat. Everything has heat. And so, you move enough sound, you're gonna get heat. You move enough light, you're gonna get heat. Like, if you're near a light bulb, you're like, oh, this generates heat. It's heat radiation. And of course there's, radiation, convection, and conduction, and all of those are like interchangeable, because everything sort of releases off heat, releases off energy, sort of all together. But sorry, I went on a little bit rampant tangent. This is what happens when I don't like write down my thoughts and ideas. But basically, just working on the name of like what type of energy it is, because in the book you're and I don't know if I'd say 4 types. I keep saying types, but type is like sort of a broad word, maybe like clan. Like I know 6 classes, 4 types sort of sound weird though. I might stick with that, but like basically it's a story where there's this scientist who discovered how to make a infinite system, whatever they're called. You know, the idea where it's like, oh, this system can go on infinitely. Like it's an impossibility here, like in the real world, where it's like, you know, you drop a ball, it goes up, and then it goes back over and over and over for all of time. No, that's impossible. You need something like a magnet or some form to advance it so it keeps going, because all things put off energy and all things will eventually slow down and reach an equilibrium um, most of the time. But basically, the scientist discovered this, and well, this was his main research that he wanted to work on, was to make an infinite system, right? But of course, well, sort of once you reach a certain level of power and you discover things, you sort of want to keep going and going and going. So he didn't want just an infinite system in an object. He wanted an infinite system, a living system that produces energy infinitely all the time, forever. Like they have enough energy. So basically the idea of his infinite system wasn't just a system that self-contained and had energy going on forever and ever, but produced enough energy where it could continue on, but also release the amount of energy and still continue on making more and more. Does that make sense? So it'd be the equivalent of like 1 + 1 = 3. So then you could still have those 2 ones to make more and more and more, but that third could go out somewhere else and produce difference. That's sort of like the whole story basis is like that. And then you got Iklam and all the stuff that happens. It is basically his life from basically being born all the way up until pretty much his death. And it's going to be like 18 books or so. It's a lot more interesting if I like speak about the types and classes. Like there's a unique, secondary, magic, and all-rounder for types, and then you got S, R, F, G, X, and C for classes, right? But I'll make an actual video speaking about that, like all those things in more in depth, because like I said, I'm sort of just talking, not ranting, but like rambling on. Just, you know, first video in a month. But yeah, I'm also thinking of doing like videos with Wizards 101, because I really enjoy it, or like just playing games. Really, it's just doing whatever I want for fun. Of course, I'm still going to be doing music. Don't want you guys to think, hey, I'm not going to be doing music. It's just sort of the reason I started doing music more and more, like for the majority of these videos, isn't because I was planning on just doing music. It's just straight up, like, realistically, well, how long are those videos? Like 3-minute stops? Usually 3 minutes. So they're quick to record, so I can record a lot of them and upload them. And contrary to what a lot of people might think, when you upload a video on YouTube, it doesn't take like a few minutes. It takes like a few hours usually, at least where I live here. So like, the longer the video, the longer it takes to upload. That doesn't mean I don't want to record longer videos. It just means I gotta like sort of plan and think around it. And of course also, like, for example, with the album. The album altogether is like maybe 40 minutes. But like, that took 5 days to record. Like, we had a 5-day weekend pretty much. And in that 5-day weekend, I had no roommates. So I could record a lot of it. But now, especially since I changed that, since we've had some changes in roommates, you know, some have graduated, some have been termed, some have been moved. Ironically, today, pretty much just today, I'm gonna have no roommate. So that's why I'm recording some videos. I'm probably gonna record like 3, 4, maybe 5 videos, and like I'm gonna upload one this week, and then I'm gonna upload one another week and another week. But I'm gonna have a lot less time to really record videos because, well, like, I'm not the only one that lives in this room, so I can't expect everyone to be quiet. And I just want to give out as well of a video as I can. Like, if you've noticed in some of the album videos, I'd cut the beginning and I'd cut the end. because that's like pretty much the limit of what I can do editing right now without like going too complicated and making it too difficult for it to upload well and quick. But yeah. Oh, and also in like hopefully like 6 or 7 months I'll be graduating from here, right? Because I plan on doing, after HVAC, I plan on doing overhead lineman, and that'd be awesome and amazing. Um, and then after that, I can, hopefully get my own place. Finally get my computer back, because I'm not bringing my computer here. People can steal it. There's big fights here. Like I ain't bringing that here. Like I don't want it to break. I don't want it to get stolen. But hopefully, I can, if I get overhead lineman, get hired. That's some big money. So then I can get my own place, get my computer, record videos, and upload and edit videos a lot more constantly, consistently, with my own control over how the room and aspects of everything work. And hopefully with that, I can also like get studios and actually record a real album, right? Like, especially because I've been listening to the album much. I know a lot of people probably haven't listened to the album very much. But like, I've been listening to it and my voice is very jarring to me. Like jarring, not jargon, but like jarring, like rigid sound. Exceptions would be like Bloody Bad sort of sounds good in my head with my voice. Why Be On His Side, I feel like if my voice was a little quieter, so the guitar was just a little more, it'd sound a lot better. And The Woman, like my voice sounds really good in The Woman, in my opinion. I know not everyone's opinion is the same, but like in my opinion, that's how it is. I forgot to put this on my food. But yeah. Just really all of that working together would be pretty amazing. So I'm gonna try to record some videos. I'm pretty sure pretty much none of these are gonna be music videos, so, or instrumental or music. So sorry if you don't really like the other videos and you're preferring those ones, but like I'm gonna be recording more convo, and definitely this the next video I'm gonna be recording after this is gonna be, I'm gonna write down like, this is my plans, this is what I'm gonna be talking about. It's gonna be a lot more concise. But yeah, that's just first video in a month. Sort of just rambling on. But yeah, that's about it. It's really hot right now. But yeah, thanks. See ya.